Hello, friends, rodents, country persons, Lanois thine ears. My name is Sapphire Smokey the Bear. Tonight we've got a back-to-back with two friends of mine, Newlife88 versus Neatorific. It's lovely to see you, and you're looking especially dapper this evening. Me? I'm beautiful, thanks for asking. So, looks like this first match of ours is to take place now-ish, scheduled for 9, and then the second one is scheduled for 10:30. So I see our hash has for us a diving owl bat, a cricket leech, a dive bombing bat, and a purple sandfly. 2 6-letter words, but no ouches, so this should be interesting. Okay, I'm looking in the SRL, and there's our countdown, and New Life has apparently finished in first place with a time of 2 seconds. So that's interesting. That was a quick one. Perhaps I have time to run off and grab something to eat now. New Life, please. LUL. Indeed, a new world record. Hashtag old joke. New Life claiming a likely story that the timer seems to have stopped by itself. Interesting. Okay. Meanwhile, they're off. New Life's stream is going, timer is going, but may be trying to sort out what's going on with his SRL status. Nito, in the meantime, is down the climb, not using Moonfall, but if we have something we need to figure out in the SRL, this might require a restart, I don't know, but New Life is continuing. He's heading into the parlor, giving Nito a bit of a head start. But Nito is indeed down into Blue Bryn, going to show us what item we've got first, and it's boots. Yet again. Been seeing the high jump boots quite a bit at the morph item. New Life doesn't appear to be using Moonfall either, taking his time through the clouded over Tor ruins and into the elevator. Nito, of course, goes straight across the construction zone, not being able to morph yet. Now he can morph. And New Life picking up his boots as well. I am not tracking this time. I'm leaving that to my friend Dark. But unfortunately, this time they did not validate their runs automatically via Dark style. There was no Ice Beam, but there are supers at the far right missiles, and supers as well at the construction zone missiles. Bringing Nito to 10 supers off the bat. Unfortunately, that's not exactly an extremely necessary number of supers right away. He can't do too much with those other than return to Crateria and go knocking on Bomb Chozo's door. But he's back up the elevator, as New Life may have frozen for a moment. His map is not blinking. He's saying something really weird is happening. My timer is constantly stopping. Oh dear. Well, we'll see what ends up happening, if anything, aside from normal race progression. Nito is heading back up the climb, standard right side wall jumping climb, picking off each pirate in his way. and returning to the parlor, greeted by a slew of gamers. A ripper or two, and some screes as well. Well, hopefully, New Life gets whenever it is the issue with his timer sorted out. In the meantime, Nito indeed goes to Bomb Chozo and locates some power bombs. Fairly predictable by the logic of the SMRAT. It was bound to be either power bombs or regular vanilla bombs, in which case it would have been a bomb Terizo. But Nito is going for the looks like my strat, my personal chosen strat with high jump, the 2-jump Alcatraz escape. Oh no, I sit corrected, the 3. He did indeed jump off the wall that 3rd time. Not the easiest thing to do with those PF flyers on Samus's feet, but oh, and look at that space jump at Terminator. Speaking of boots, high jump plus space jump, quite a powerful combination. And the high jump at first is an item that many prefer. He heads up to the back of Gauntlet and finds just a missile pack and a super pack. But yeah, many talk about how high jump is an item that's really taken for granted when you're playing vanilla, and you don't realize just how much you miss it until you, oftentimes, until you either get space or speed booster by itself without high jump, and then it stunts you a bit. But New Life makes way into Bomb Chozo as well, gets his power bombs. No regular missiles found just yet, but Nito, backtracking, first to the dental cavity missiles, and there they are. There's vanilla missiles, and Nito seems to be debating for a bit whether he wants them, picks them up, as New Life gets his Alcatraz escape with nary a problem. And Nito morphs. There's a reason it doesn't sound like Dark Chase. Nito morphs into the bombway escape tunnel. I mean, I could sound like Dark if I wanted to and tried hard enough. Lowering my voice into this more pleasing register. And sounding as he does like a smooth jazz late night disc jockey. But for now, I will sound like Smokey instead. As we see New Life heading down the Terminator to get his own space jump, and Nito putting the space jump to good use to the volcano. You're far too kind, Dark. Blasting the Alcoons with a missile each, which works, is even though they have 200 health. Oh no! Missiles do double damage on them, killing them in one shot. We saw charge, but Nito took a death. He got the save. It's no big deal. He just has to do that again. All that he lost was a little time, and New Life is not following in his footsteps. He might have allowed New Life a little time to catch up from that head start Nito had, but New Life is taking a different path. We've got some early route divergence as New Life heads into Brinstar, and visits the Ediconian jungle. He hops into early supers, does a nice mock ball, and is going to set off a power bomb to reveal all 3 items at once. There's his first energy tank at the visible Ron Popeil item, a second pack of missiles, Vanilla, common enough, and Supers. Jolly Supers at Brinstar Reverse. Nito grabs another refill at the ship, and he might have saved that time. I missed whether he did or not, but he's heading to the right now. Perhaps he's going to go down the red tower, or perhaps he's going to just jump straight across the moat. He has that option with Space Jump and Power Bombs. A second energy tank for New Life at the Vanilla Early Supers location, and more Supers on the ground floor. There's yet another E-Tank at the moat for Nito, which he will grab, perhaps enticing him to continue further right. And indeed, he's heading to the ocean. He's heading back to Outer Crateria to the West Ocean, as New Life descends into the first cricket pocket. Into the trapdoor. Oh! Almost falls down it, but manages to grab the prize, or lack thereof, regular missiles, just on the other side. Regular missiles as well at the Etikun Supers, and regular missiles as well at the Ocean missiles. So Nito is going to climb back out of the water after a nice, refreshing, invigorating dip, as New Life is shrugging off cricket leeches. He's going to pop by the Etikuns and not wait for their tutorial on wall jumping, as it's really rather second nature, but finds yet another pack of missiles at the Etikun power bombs. Nito is not going to continue across the ocean, as it turns out. He is returning down, or not returning, as he hasn't been there yet, but heading into the Red Tower. New Life continues along the more or less prescribed path to Pink Brinstar into the Decora Dance Hall. Nito's first destination in the Red Tower, logically, is Beta Power Bombs. Just another pack of missiles there, which is getting repetitive. But New Life has reached Big Pink, and finds, guess what? Another pack of missiles. Well, well, well. Yes, I see what Chase was referring to by the mic icon. Apparently, Darkrid is doing hysterically accurate Smokey the Bear impression. That's props, Darkrid. That's amazing. More missiles and another E-Tank. At least that's something at the Alpha power bombs behind the wall. And Nito gets the missiles there as well, bringing him to a total of 20. New Life is sitting at a cozy, tidy 30 missiles, as, ooh, Nito gets nommed again. But Spospo delivers with a second Power Bomb Hamburger pack. A nice pack of sliders, so Samus will not go hungry. Taking New Life to 10 Power Bombs and opening the gauntlet in the process. Although that is a location involving a lot of backtracking just now. Oh, Dark, go on. Pish Tosh. You're a silly banana. New Life hops into the wave gate and removes all 3 hoppers with a nice small series of missiles. Takes 2 tries to glitch the gate, and does it nicely with the high jump setup. Finds his 6th pack of supers, as Nito space jumps across pre-X-ray. Not worried about a thing. Checks the X-ray item. It's supers as well, and he's going to grab them. For 15. Hasn't found as many as New Life has just yet. New Life is Doing a bit of circuitous routing about Big Pink, now going to visit the two Mission Impossible hoppers. Check this item out. Underneath, it's more missiles. Who saw that coming? Nito is back out of X-ray. He is going to still require another power bomb for these actual PB blocks, but we'll always get it right back from that B-Tom, which is the nice thing about that location. Hey, guess what? More missiles at charge. This is a seed that is already making me a bit interested to wait for the credits and count the regular missile packs. Of course, this is also semi-typical SMRAT logic. Oh, we see supers at the Green Hill Zone pipe and supers at Spacer as well. Semi-typical in these seeds, regular missiles are often plentiful at the beginning, with supers growing more and more generously handed out the further along you go. New life into the noob bridge. Beamless seed. Thus far looking that way. New life following on down to the red tower. Oh yes, that's true as well. Charge was at the volcano. And Nito is going to be the first into Kraid's lair, as New Life spending a super for the toll into the Sloater's refill, as he felt like a bit of extra health in that regard, and he does not, in fact, go to X-ray. Nito does, expelling one more missile each on the party zone key hunters. And vanilla Kraid missiles. Good luck finding another beam indeed. Alright, we are going to meet 3 pirates and a mini Kraid in the this hostile incoming room that plays us the hostile incoming music for the first time, as well as pre-Kraid, the Ghidorah room, in which Nito finds no purchase in messing around with any Zebs or deboosts on spikes or any of that falderall. He is wandering right into the big fella's room. Entering his quarters to play a little sit the F down and do not come to a prom with me. The ballroom ceiling remains intact. The one drawback to that is you can't see the door on the other side, so more missile, yawn. New life coming back through. We're gonna have a high five through this door, right there, slapping palms, as Nito eliminates Mini Kraid for the second time, and does just so with the 3 pirates again to get back out the other way. There is the option of killing all those enemies and then opening both doors, but as it's a completely linear room, there isn't much point to that. So let's see how New Life does with the Kraid fight. Oh, and he's going to take Kraid to a prom. May I have this dance, creature that is 50 times larger than myself. Missiles at the Kraid E-Tank. This is getting a little absurd. Nito now at 35 missiles. New Life still at 30. Kraid not paying off whatsoever item-wise, but necessary to head through anyway. For the first of G4-ness. And yeah, still nothing more on the tracker with major items, except the one difference being Nito's charge, found up at the landing site, Volcano, and he's going to brave this extremely dangerous first hell run to spy an E-Tank. down into Norfair. Now to have a look, farming some Novas in the meantime, but to have a look at the high jump area. Supers at the high jump E-Tank. He did not quite get the Nova. That's easy enough to fix. On the way back up and out from the high jump boots room, you can set off a power bomb, which will knock it out of the way, and we see Screw Attack up there at the high jump missiles. That'll be a helpful item. And Gravity Suit at the, at the high jump boots locale. Wow. How often has Gravity Suit shown up there? Pretty dang often. The Reaver of Cheeses is with us. We are going to have Grav Suit plus the crazy combo Space and Screw. That's pretty good protection, but yet still not putting any hell runs in logic. None at all, as they do not have Speed Booster yet. New Life manages to polish off the Nova in quick succession and open the door. They really do, geez. So just two E-Tanks on their docket so far. Nito is going to grab a save, so it looks as though he's going to... looked as though he was going to check out the ice location, but maybe on the way back up Business Center, he changed his mind, which is a runner's prerogative. So... looks as though he is going to check out some Meridia jazz in the meantime. Oh yes, and speaking about the Minorical Commodora match. Well, I'll let them work out their conversation about that. Oh, and amazing. We see the Varia suit at the Main Street missiles. That right there is a taunt. That is a troll, a speed-locked location holding the other suit. Well, that tells us right away that speed cannot be locked behind a Hell Run, and it cannot be, well, by extension, of course, cannot be in Lower Norfair. Nito is running into Mama Turtle's room next. Finds a vanilla E-Tank for 3, a total of 399 total health. And what have we got in the wall? Missiles. Mama, you're boring today. Still no other beams in the meantime. I agree. Boo missiles. Oh. Taking a hit off that pirate. 2 hits actually off that pirate at 40 a pop. And off the Skultira as well there. New Life coming back probably pretty disenchantedly from the X-ray location. Charge Beam was at the volcano. Criteria landing site PBs, indeed. As Nito is up Mount Everest, is up the crab shaft, and he is going to take a towel to the beach, where with his metal detector he will find more lousy missiles. Ah, yes. I enjoy the layout myself. Nito is going to make his next destination the watering hole. As New Life is up the red tower, is into the heckway. No issue whatsoever with Space and Screw. And comes into the east wing. On fire. Oh, and there we have it. There's Speed Booster. There's our Varia suit access. And as an extra added complimentary bonus gift, E-Tank number 4. I agree. This could be technically a go mode. It's a bit of a flimsy one as he has 25 supers, 45-25, only 5 power bombs, and no other beams. Yeah. He still has charge, though, so depending on how stellar his movement is, it could be a technical mode, as I say. He is going to wipe out these couple sizers, arduous task with nothing but the pea shooter, and enter the aqueduct. We are going to have a look at the aqueduct items, courtesy of Speed Booster. Yeah, I agree with that, Cheese. We're going to have supers and missiles. A French vanilla aqueduct. As I say earlier, this is getting a bit absurd. We're going to need some more actual non-ammo items after a while. But Nito is grabbing the save, indicating he's going to check one or both the sand pits, depending on what he finds. And we know what Newlife is going to find in the ocean here, just vanilla missiles. Luckily, with the grav suit, Newlife can get back out of that little crevice and not have to worry about the block respawning on him. Yes. Well, and, yeah. Newlife probably wants to see if there's something worthwhile at the wrecked ship first. Vanilla missiles at the west side sand pit. And Nito's gonna set off a power bomb. More missiles. Commodora, in terms of nothing but flimsy ammo, you could say that. That argument could be made. Newlife is going to pop into Fantoon. I missed, actually, if he checked out what Cheese calls the spooky missiles. The ones at the dead wrecked ship Dormant, Spiky Room of Death. But, yeah, that case could be made. Well, we found Varia, Commodora. It just was not accessible at the time. It's at the Main Street missiles. Okay, no spooky missile check. Cheese is confirming for me. But as Newlife works his way through the Fantoon fight, Nito is going to be taking on a sea snake by the name of Batoon. It is, Pretty Troll. That's what I was saying. Quite a taunt time. And indeed, we found Speed at the watering hole. So Nito will be able to collect that Varia suit. Nito, unfortunately, unaware he's in the wrong area for that. And it looked like just more missiles. That's what it looked like. It could have been something else at Batoon's E-Tank. But Nito is using a screwing method of farming on the Zoas here. Perhaps this is why Zoa was in the hash. Yep, it was more missiles. Once again, I really would like to see the total missile count at the end of this one in the spoiler log. It'd be worth noting to see if we get an actually vanilla game amount of regular missiles, or perhaps even more. True, it's a back-to-back. Cheese, I don't expect you to stay up for the entire time. Indeed, Cheese goes to bed and gets up early, even though he is one time zone behind myself. Nito is going to either grab a save, grab an energy refill, or both. Oh, he does not need an energy refill. But he doesn't have, well, he has a Shine Spark method of killing Dragon if he can pull it off. Ooh, Cheese found a house today. Guess what? Just missiles. at the Precious missiles and an E-tank at the wrecked ship Eastside Supers. As Nito takes the plunge into Dr. Dre. Sigh, more West Side Supers. I see now. Oh, interesting. Now we are going to have a check at the no longer dormant Spiky Room of Death. And we find an E-tank. That's somewhat apropos for that particular location at this point. Although this wouldn't have made a difference with their gravity suit, but this Spiky Room of Death does not fill up with water. And we are going to check the next one back to back. Just pop through the sponge bath, wipe out a bowl. Running of the bulls. As Nito takes down Dragon with ammo. And he finds a reverse tank. He's going to collect it. With only 4 E-tanks, I can't say I totally blame him for that decision. Oh, supers. That's at least better than missiles at the wrecked ship E-tank, and New Life is going to grab. Oh, Cheese is clairvoyant this evening. Oh, so which room, I wonder, is the Smoky Room of Death? If exists. It can't be the same as the Spiky Room of Death. But... yes. Oh, yes. Cheese is only able to use his powers when they are not completely practical. What an unfortunate turn of events. As New Life heads into the attic, which will be a breeze, piece of cake, a walk in the park, and a picnic all in one, with the space jump screw attack. Opens each door, well, each bookending door. As Nito is heading through the sand, he's gonna have a look at the other sand pit, and he's gonna find plasma on the left side and an E-tank on the right side. He wants the E-tank, and I'm betting he wants that plasma beam too. More vanilla missile. The nuclear hub. The attic right side. Cheese's favorite room. It is a hype beam. It's about time we found something. And we've got a couple more fun checks on the exterior of the wrecked ship. High above the West Ocean. But New Life is going to run in here and take a gander at the wrecked ship reverse item. That he can, Dark. He needs to drop back into Main Street, of course, to get the Varia suit. Then he's pretty much set. You may still want some more ammo, beam or 3, but he's got 50-30. Yeah. New Life looks like takes off the high jump boots to make these jumping morphs. He can also do yeah, now he's doing the other method, the wall jump. I'm a little puzzled, almost, why Nito didn't do the green gate glitch through to get back into Main Street quickly, but, well, maybe he wasn't confident in his green gate glitching abilities just now. Just another pack of missiles at WSR. Oh yeah, I guess you're right, Commodore. Farming the Zebos at the same time. Yeah, kind of in a precarious position. So New Life is gonna back outside. Nito goes for it. Goes actually for the intended strat to oh, and New Life runs almost kind of slips off the tripper and almost does not get the power bombs in the sky-high altitude there, which he wanted. And he's going to find another reverse tank down here in the crater maze missiles. And that's going to bring him into the bowling alley. Another moment. Congrats to Nito with the Varia suit, putting him into tentative go mode. So he's going to be in a pretty good spot here. He's going to be able to head on back down, right back down to Norfair, depending on what he wants. Yes, that's reverse tank number 2, Dark. Okay, I was being generous. I was being debatable. Alright, well he only has 5 power bombs, so Ice Beam would be really nice for Goma. He's heading through the Cathedral rather than the Penetrator Great Wall B-Tom Speedway. And finds the grapple beam at the Cathedral missiles, which gladly take, as New Life validates his run by locating Spring Ball, Summer Ball, and Autumn Ball, Winter Ball at the bowling alley. He does not have Speed Booster and will not miss that Wreck Chip reverse item. And will merely hop over the Gravity Suit power bombs to get back out of dodge. And it looks like his next destination is going to be Meridia. Once again, Go Mode remains tentative with only 5 power bombs and no ice yet. I maintain. But more missiles at the Vanilla Ice location. Ice, ice, baby. Stop, collaborate, and listen. Well, maybe he wants to make them, Commodora. Okay, New Life finds his charge beam. He is going to head back outside, as there is nowhere else to go in this volcano, and perhaps go to Gauntlet? I believe he probably saw what the back 2 items were at Gauntlet. So we're gonna have a peek at the front item in the Gauntlet, which was the Ice Beam in an earlier race today. Oh, and we're getting a Crocomire visit. From Nito, who one-shots Croc, as New Life unfortunately finds more missiles at Gauntlet. Nito finding yet more missiles at Croc's E-Tank and perhaps was not intending to get those, but was just flying towards them too quickly, tried to turn around, and landed on them anywho. But Nito going to make the Reaver of Cheeses one happy fellow by placing his bets on the 8-eyed Gerber. Cheese and Oprah both. New Life is... oh, I thought he might... well, he does not have Speed Booster. I thought he might check the Crateria Climb Supers item anyway, even though he can't collect it right now. Just power bombs at Old Mother Brain. As he floats back through the Tor ruins. Just missiles, imagine that, at Croc's power bombs. And Nito is down the shaft to check out the cosine wave item. Where is New Life going now? Billy Mays, perhaps? There's reverse tank number 3. Oh, wouldn't you be amazing? Well, actually, you are amazing. I'm not. You might not be able to. Okay, you can. That manages to break that. It's tricky with all the wall jumping, but manages to break that top block on the way to Billy Mays with the screw attack. Finds an E-tank and Neller missiles. Boring. Missiles at grapple. Wow, 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 wow. E-tank at Indiana Jones. That is E-tank number 6 for Nito, who has collected at least 2 of those 3 reverse tanks so far. And he's going to pop back up, and one of them, I think it was actually New Life, already showed us that the Croc escape item is also nothing but missiles. New Life picking up those supers at Blue Bryn PBs, and no issue whatsoever with these giant hoppers. Taking his late meme route, if it even still qualifies as a meme route by this point. Well, there's an interesting question. Ark, I guess we'll find out. He has the opportunity from either side with his space jump. New Life is back through the noob bridge, faithfully executing his arm pumps. Nito is back into Croc's room, which normally, otherwise according to the other rules of the game, would be playing the item drone ambiance music, but in this case, as you go back in there, is playing the regular Upper Norfair score for whatever reason. Oh, I'm sorry, that's right, I was making an E-tank at the Croc escape. And Nito is returning. He does not see fit just now to return to the business center and blow through the Beacon Speedway. He is going to go back through the room that is called the Acid Snakes for some bizarre reason, even though it contains neither of those things. And Nito ascending the 9 steps, as I call it. A takeoff on the classic movie title, The 39 Steps. Movie/book, one of those. Nito is into Bubble Mountain and finds Phaser, actually, at the Bubble Mountain bottom right. I hope he is certainly not going to forget he has plasma, and has already has the gravity suit on top of that, so no suitless Meridia, but he's not. He's going to check the Bubble Mountain locales. Finding supers at I think it might have been Cross Product who christened this room Brofist. And continuing on into the actual tank room, finding missiles and a French final reverse tank. Well, no more of those at least. New Life on up to the beach and hopefully continuing on up to the watering hole, and will indeed be rewarded with his eating booster. Whole room was French finish. Well, the back room was. There were supers in the first room, but who's counting? Okay, Nito speeds the front way through the speed hallway. Finds power bombs, a second pack of power bombs, which he will grab. New Life greedily collects the speed booster, leaves the E-Tank alone. He has 7 to this point. We're supers at the speed booster location, and bringing Nito to 40. Oh, he too has charge. Again, might still want some beams to complement his charge plasma combination. It might be, if he wants to check them out now, he's going to check them now, like library books. He might have a look at the wave location back out of there. And, jumping off the platform. Shout. New Life, now armed with Speed Booster, is going to pay a call on the Sea Snack. Yep, New Life now in go mode. He grabs that 30, 60, and charge. Even if he does not have plasma yet. He might go to the sand pit, he might not. And he has 15 power bombs too. So 10 supers on the mini-boss with the worst and stupidest hitbox in the game. 3,000 health total. Supers not doing double damage to bot's wound. Nito is going to power bomb down through Burning Man. That's what I started calling that room, whatever reason. And pillars. No need for fast pillars. He can get through there in almost just about the same amount of time with a flying screw space. New Life not interested in Botwoon's missiles. Don't need no stinking missiles. New Life is also drunk. He did mention in the SRL starting to wear off. So, Nito debating for just a second on those mouse missiles, Mickey supers, decides against them. And grabs some air. Some Air Jordan on the way into the amphitheater, hugging the stalactite. Okay, New Life is up the Happy Climbing Room, also known as the Elm Room, and no issue whatsoever with the Coliseum. As Nito is grabbing the Santo Poco save. Perhaps he's a bit intimidated by the upcoming Ridley fight. I'm not totally certain why he would be with all this protection, but if he wants to save, sure. We should never hold the option of saving against anyone. Better safe than sorry and all that. And of course, oh, I suppose so. More missiles of true shame. New Life is going at Dragon with ammo. A pretty sensible choice, even though he too has speed booster. Not sure how handy he is with a short charge mid-air horizontal spark. Yes, using a nice efficient technique for wiping out the Boyan goo, setting off a power bomb there. And Dragon not playing very nicely with New Life. Doing some pretty fast swoops at this point, and we are going to have synced bosses with the same boss music on either screen. New life. Ooh. Multi-swooping. It's Nito taking on the Riddler. By the way, Dark, I think New Life also killed Kraid, so I think that one can be marked off. New Life at 340 health, but he's also got Dragon's tummy looking pretty red, so he's doing a little goo farming. It's a little bit of ammo back there, and he takes her down. Takes her down to Little Chinatown. Oh, and he did get a short charge spark there. We're going to check our respective items to the left of each room. There's our reverse tank. We found a Dragon, and the X-ray scope for Nito, which he'll pick up because he still has Fantoon to do, and that'll make the Fantoon fight go by a little more quickly. Microwave unlocked for him. New Life does not need a health refill after Dragon. He's gotten back up to 420 health. I'm inclined to say that Nito has a decent lead. He has Fantoon left to do, and he's coming back up from Upper Norfair, where New Life still needs to get the Varia suit and go all the way down to Ridley and back up. But, anything can still happen, of course. That is the mantra of these, and something we must always keep in mind. It's, New Life won't check items. Well, yeah, I guess you point about that. And my beloved Smoky Beam could still be vanilla, actually. That's the one check Nito did not make before heading down into Norfair Hell here. New Life is negotiating and climbing hills and mountains, and he's gonna have a look at the Sizer Supers, which is vanilla. And Nito foregoing the Fire Flea item. He's just a climbing up and just without a care in the world, screwing through all those flames, screwing through the Alcoons. And what are we gonna find back here? Just missiles. He did not look at the power bombs in jail item. Do not know what that is. But congrats to New Life, suiting up all the way. Nito is gonna... Oh, he is going to find Ice Beam, indeed, at the Musketeers Franker-Z item. Ice in Norfair. That's going to bring him back out to the single chamber, and we'll see if he goes to wave, although that's, I think that's a bit more doubtful now. New Life is coming on down. Yes, not going to wave. We'll see how New Life approaches the situation here. He's going to the bottom of the ground floor of Business Center, not to its lobby basement, but just to the BTOM Speedway, and stops to grab the power bombs, and penetrates the rest of the wall. Yeah, I agree, Cheese. And New Life also seeing Phaser. He does not have plasma, but well, we'll see if he considers Spazer after Lower Warfare. He's going to stop in the gamut nest over here. He's going to do some rest up a bit. As Nito ascends to Tower Brinstar, or Swamp Brinstar. Nito is back up through Meridia, taking the path of the quickest path from A to B, heading up into Everest and sparking to the hatch. His new life is through the Magdalite Tunnel, which I need to come up with a better name for. And into what also, for lack of a new name, is the Chronic Room and the Lavatory. Nito comes back out to the other end of Red Tower and is going to head en route to his final boss, as New Life is doing the same. We have synced opposite direction elevators, as taking New Life into the Hell Hall and Nito into the Drawbridge here. No fast pillars on New Life's end either, but it was pretty fast pillars anyway, just as Nito's was. We are going to have a double visit on the generic rodent mascot item. New Life accepts the item, where Nito turned it down. And Nito paying visit on his last boss. He will be able to microwave, as I mentioned before, when he found his X-ray. New Life will find if he checks the Ridley item, will find X-ray, but does not have Plasma and already defeated all the other bosses anyway, so it won't matter. And no big deal, really, at all, this Fantoon fight. There it is. X-ray selected, and... whoa, that was a quick color change. Nice, quick, brief, Fantoony pack fight. New Life is into the wasteland, failing to spin jump for that screw attack on those first couple Mega Desk Gigas, but actually opts for these missiles. Perhaps figuring he might need what ammo he can get for the final Mother Brain fight if he doesn't get any more beams. He's got to be wondering about that. We have found every beam except for mine at this point. And sometimes that's just the way it goes. Alright, Nito is peacing out of the wrecked ship. He is not doing the reverse ocean fly. Leave it up. Oop. Loses the momentum there. But he's going to leave it up to a nice air jaunt across with a space jump. Yeah, true. On top of which, New Life did not go to Cathedral, did not find the grapple beam, and is now, as a consequence, having to do the farming in this awkward method. But it works. Nito heads into Ridley with 35-35-10. don't anticipating him missing that many supers, but nice to know that he has backup. Alright. That is all but all she wrote for Nito. Nito is on into Torian. Well, not on his way to Torian. He is back through the Terminator. He is back through the green pirate shaft. And into the one other room that allowed her to a bizarre view. Ridley not playing nice with others with that tail. That tail is a real jerk sometimes. But the fight is over. So we'll see if Newlife takes a peek at this item or not. He takes a moment to rise from his morph state. He is going to see the item. He's going to see that it's Ice Beam. He doesn't need that. And Nito completes his first of 4 Metroid rooms. Super Metroid rooms. Almost grouped that second set of Metroids, of 2 of them. But not quite. Not a big deal. Sometimes you get your supers back, sometimes you just don't. Alright, Newlife is back through the flower house, back through the dojo, into the wasteland. And having fun with this elevator of death. Okay, will do, Dark. Alright. Nito enters the Sandhoppers. Of course, my pleasure. Takes down Dust Terizo with 1 shot. Has turned off the plasma beam. I feel like I should be able to anticipate why. Newlife, in the meantime, not checking the Firefly item either. But he is going to show us what's at Power Bombs in jail. And there it is! I don't think he's going to get it, but there is my Smoky Beam. Oh. How dare they put my beloved Wave Beam in jail? Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Yep. No sale. But a couple beams in Lower Norfair, as it turns out. And Newlife is indeed going to check behind here and pick up ice. Wave beam in the slammer. It's true. Alright, so we will let Dark know about that, and perhaps also about Nito's timer. Not clock. We could go on and on with that, jeez. Okay, now Nito opts to turn his plasma beam back on as well as screw attack. Just as I would do. To take on Mother Brain 1. That was quick and tidy. Mother Brain 2 will follow. And now let's see, with this beam combination would take 30 shots to do an all-beam Mother Brain 2. Uses some ammo at first, so that will not be the case. Newlife is elevating. Has just punched the B button in the elevator. and nobody in that elevator with him. To endure any awkward silences, trying to avoid eye contact, thing like that. He's back up into Meridia. He has all 4 bosses down. He is taking the same quick route, same sensible quick route, which makes total sense that Nito did. And he's up. Nito. Oh, okay, that seemed to be delayed for a second for whatever reason, or maybe his stream just temporarily froze for half a second. But there it is. Is into his stand-up animation. Hops up for the baby to latch on to Mother Brain and sit her butt on down, just as we told Kraid earlier to sit his butt on down with a quick kill. Newlife is up the drawbridge, is back through the tunnel and to the landing. He is gonna grab a refill. And he is going to take a save as well. Okay, good night, Cheese. Thank you for staying up and staying with us this long. Sweet, sweet dreams, my friend. And GG all. Nito into Mother Brain 3, now handily equipped with a grand damage dealing Hyper Beam, and that looked quick. Newlife is entering Turian as Nito is getting his rear in gear and out of here. Down comes Newlife after pressing the T button in the elevator. Nice and calm as you please, as Nito is in panic mode, as it were, and showing why that screw attack comes in handy in Escape Room 4. Let's see, is he going to... Oh no, that's right, as we saw in the beginning, neither runner... Newlife has picked up not for beams, but charge and ice. So I do not expect we'll see any kinds of stand-up out of him. He has got 40-70. That should be just fine. He's got the backup of charge beam if absolutely necessary, which it probably won't be. But, oh, here it is. Nito has finished in first place with a time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 6 seconds. GJ and JG to Neatorific. Give it up for him. Boom goes Planet ZBs. Newlife, after the non-baby skip, is facing the right direction, so lip 40 frames. And uses a power bomb on the coral, something I like to do from time to time. Wipe it all out in fell swoop. There's a 45-minute IGT, Nito's side. Alright. And a refill for Newlife. he is going to proceed on through to the deserted desert. And down the Rinka shaft. He's going to go. He's just going to run right on in, and he's going to run underneath, crouch, and go at the ice Zebetite skip this way. Quickly turns off screw attack and gets it. Nicely done. Immediately turns screw attack back on. Atta baby. Now in the membrane, what I call this room, only the big gal herself left to deal with. Wow, okay, there it is. 39 missile packs. For a total of 195 total missiles. 20 super packs, just enough to barely glitch out the counter if I were to hundo this one, and 7 power bomb packs. Little more time spent for him in Crateria than in Brinstar. Alright. Newlife. Oh, Mother Brain closing in there. Newlife is going to want to push her back a little ways. So, let's see. I think the only item we may not have found was bombs, which were at Shack Tool. Yeah, nobody was going there, even if they did find grapple, X-ray, and ice. Alright. Newlife is expected not going for a stand-up, just taking himself down to the standard between 300 and 400 health. And taking a little break through his cutscene. Perhaps grabbing something to eat, something to drink, stretching, giving his legs a little standing, a little blood circulation. And Nito turns in a 42% performance. See you next mission, which will be coming up in roughly 10 minutes or so. So, Newlife is going to go ahead and finish out. Good on him, doing so. Okay, and also deciding in SRAT, we're going to have interviews by them. It's going to be after the second race. Oh, aren't typos a wonderful thing, Dark? So, one runner, Newlife, validating his run, and also validating Dark Style. Nito proceeded to validate Dark Style. No one doing so Smoky Style this time, but that's alright. I'm sure we'll probably see it next time. The odds are quite high. Into MB3, 36 shots with the Hyper Beam, no sweat, just standing in the corner and jumping around the attacks. Oh. Yep. One more shot after Mother Brain turns the reddest of the color of her hues there. And just turns to dust like everything else. Everything else petrified into escape, all that's left. There's a nice room 1. There's a nice room 2. There's a tidy quick room 3 with no blue bomber attempts or anything fancy schmancy like that. And again, screw attack helping out with 4. Standard right side vertical up the climb. And a parlor to decide the fate of the animals. They will burn. They will fry. As will everything else left on this planet. And New Life finishes in second place with a time of 1 hour 14 minutes 17 seconds. Good job and jolly goin'. And jolly game to New Life. So, this is a double header, back to back. They will be going at each other again for game 2 in 7 minutes. Yes, I'll be commentating again. So, unfortunately, if you don't care for my commentary, you're a bit stuck with it. But hopefully you do. And the new SRL room is up. Match 2. So I will join in there as well. And thanks so much, everybody who dropped by to spend a little time with us. We'll see you next mission. And I presume we're going to let New Life's credits play all the way out and go to his dear forest. There's still, there are 5 more minutes. Nito apparently finishing 7 minutes and 7 seconds on his timer, which Dark might want to have a look at. Is oh, okay, and we're fast forwarding through the credits. One grand total of 1 charge shot in that